Skateboarding. What's the first thing that comes to mind when I say that word? Tony Hawk, the Olympics, or the classic angsty teenager? Well, skateboarding has gone through a large evolution through time as it's developed from a stereotypical bad kid sport to all the way up to the Olympics. Today, I'll be showing you about the history and origin of the skateboard, the anatomy of a skateboard, and different types and styles that we use today. Now, power sliding into the history and origin, we have it developing in coastal California. From there, it was developed, well, we don't know exactly where the original first skateboard came from, but it was first seen in California, developed by surfers who wanted to do something while the tide was low. The skateboard hits a peak in 1963 and drastically crashes during 1965 during the market crash, until Frank Nasworthy invents the urethane wheels, which is a type of wheel that most skateboarders use today. Skateboarding becomes popular again, and in the 21st century, skateboarding becomes relevant with the Olympics, Tony Hawk, and other skaters like so. Now, kickflipping into the anatomy, we have the trucks, which are the bones, the body, which is more like, or which is the top of the deck, and wheels, which are more like the feet. SurferToday.com states that trucks hold the deck a few inches above the ground to sustain the skateboard's weight and are responsible for keeping the wheels rolling. This is the base plate, which holds the rest of the board all together. This is the kingpin nut, which holds the kingpin to the thing to the board to help steer. This is the hanger, which holds the whole board and the wheels together. And those are the bushings. Bushings help the wheels turn smoothly. Moving on from the trucks, we have the wheels and body, which the body comes from in different shapes and sizes, mostly coming from the double kicktail vary, which is mostly made out of maple wood. And then there's the grip tape on top, which is made out of sandpaper, which holds your feet together and kind of keeps you in place. There are the bolts, which holds the board to the base plate. And then the wheels. The wheels are the urethane wheels, or now we use soft plastic wheels as well. There are the bearings, which help the wheels spin, and the washers, which keep the bearings and the nuts separated, and then the nuts to hold the wheels to the axle. Power sliding to a stop at types and styles of skateboards. We have the double kick, the cruisers, the mini cruisers, and the longboards. Those are going to be the four main boards that you have. Now, with longboards, we have a couple different variables, and with cruisers, those will be the rest of your boards, which will kind of jump into the double kicktail, which is the board you'll see mostly. So moving from cruisers, we have the regular cruiser, which you would use for around the city or for a short traversal. We have the mini cruisers, which are like the penny boards and the banana boards, which are just going to be really small and really good for taking on an airplane if you want to go somewhere. And then the double kicktail, which is used for more skate parks, classic cruising, and the Olympics. Moving on to longboards, we have the pintail, which is for long distances and wide turns. The twin tip, which is for downhill racing, and the cruiser longboard, which is just another variable of the cruiser, but just longer and it's easier to push. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I hope to see you at the skate park soon.